Hi, Joan. Call me Harley. Everyone does.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at how the DC Comics character Harley Quinn has developed over the decades.
Run, Piggy, run!
It's not often that somebody can come along and change 50 years worth of continuity for one of the most popular fictional characters of all time, and have those changes be so well received that they're widely adopted. But that's what Paul Dini and Bruce Timm managed to do in 1992, when Batman the Animated Series began on Fox Kids.
If anyone should be getting a testimonial, it's you.
I'm just the night shift.
For kids born in the 80s, this and its later sequel, The New Batman Adventures, became the definitive version of Batman. The animated series remains the backbone of DC's ongoing animated universe, which still puts out high-quality animated movies and shows to this day.
Naughty, naughty! Jump around like that and Doctor won't give you a lollipop!
But there was one standout character from the animated series, and it wasn't Batman or any of his most well-known rogues. It was Harley Quinn, an original creation for the show.
Excuse me, but the teeth were my idea. So's this!
Quinn began life as simply the Joker's Harlequin-themed girlfriend, first appearing as a minor character in the early episode Joker's Favor.
Here!
But she quickly started to develop, thanks in no small part to the talents of Arlene Sorkin, her voice actress. The entire character was actually written for Sorkin, who was a close friend of Paul Dini. He was impressed seeing her play a jester in Days of Our Lives, and Harley Quinn was born.
Okay, two drummer boys going to a bar. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. Boy, you're a rough crowd.
Harley was a hit, both with audiences and with network executives, and she helped the show tackle some of its most serious issues, notably the extremely toxic relationship between Harley and the Joker.
Know this, my sweet. The death of Batman must be nothing less than a masterpiece. The triumph of my sheer comic genius over his ridiculous mask and gadgets.
We see him consistently mistreat her, sometimes hurting her or leaving her for dead in his pursuit of Batman. In 1994, Dini and Timm wrote the Mad Love comic book, showing her origin story as Joker's obsessive psychiatrist, which was eventually toned down and made into another episode of the cartoon, since the comic wasn't suitable for the show's audience of children.
Face it, Harl, this stinks. You're a certified nutso wanted in 12 states and hopelessly in love with a psychopathic clown. At what point did my life go Looney Tunes?
But the show also gave us Harley's other most enduring relationship, her best friend and later love interest, Poison Ivy. But we'll get to that later.
Harley Quinzel. Rework it a bit, and you get Harley Quinn.
Like the clown character Harlequin. I know. I've heard it before.
By 1999, Harley was brought into the comic books fully, after appearing in a few one-shots and Elseworld stories here and there, and officially became a DC character.
Who's to blame? Batman, that's who. Batman! It's always been Batman! Ruining my life! Spoiling my fun!
But she wasn't an instant hit with comic book readers, with her first ongoing series selling poorly and getting canned in 2003. Things changed when Paul Dini got his hands on the character yet again, though, with the Gotham City Sirens in 2009. Sirens ran for over 2 years, ending its run in 2011 to make way for the New 52, and followed the antics of the iconic criminal trio of Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman.
Hey, aren't you that plant lady, Poison Oakie?
Ivy! Poison Ivy!
Sorry. Harley Quinn, pleased to meet ya.
The three become friends, and Sirens remains a beloved chapter in DC Comics history, recently getting re-released for the DC Comics Compact Edition series. In Sirens, we get another iteration of Harley after the end of her relationship with the Joker, which was also the crux of her 2000 solo series.
Well, I've always had an attraction for extreme personalities. They're more exciting, more challenging.
But with Catwoman and notably Ivy to lean on, Harley again showed that she was a bigger character than the Joker, with her own stories to tell outside of him. Into the 2010s, things continued to change for Harley. First, she was incorporated as a major character in the 2009 video game Batman Arkham Asylum, one of the most critically acclaimed and influential games ever made.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like
I'm
to
over
know?
here!
Shut up!
She was again voiced by Sorkin, alongside Mark Hamill's iconic Joker, and Paul Dini collaborated with Rocksteady on the writing. This meant that the games largely followed the continuity of the animated series, but with their older targeted audience, were much darker.
Ivy? Gee, you look like crap. Maybe I can sneak you some shampoo.
The plants, can't you hear them? They're crying out to me in agony.
Harley appears in Arkham City and Arkham Knight too, though by that point Sorkin had retired, leaving Tara Strong to take the reins as the character.
Okay, donut dunkers. You gonna bring Ivy to me, or am I gonna have to get her myself?
Back in the world of comic books though, something else was brewing for Dr. Quinzel: Suicide Squad.
So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
The 2011 New 52 reboot was controversial to say the least, with DC relaunching its entire continuity and starting its ongoing runs all over again with new number ones. A lot of those runs' titles were deeply unpopular, so unpopular that in 2016, DC would go on to blow up its continuity yet again with the Rebirth Initiative. But it did give us a relaunched Suicide Squad, or Task Force X, this time with Harley Quinn as a key character. While a lot of people didn't like the New 52 Suicide Squad, they did like Harley's second solo series, which began in January 2014. It was undoubtedly one of the New 52's most popular series, running all the way until Rebirth. Harley, of course, headlined one of the Rebirth series, which was actually the best-selling Rebirth comic, and got another reboot for herself in 2021, which remains ongoing. Throughout these comics, her relationship with Poison Ivy was expanded even more, and they first kissed in the main DC continuity in number 25 of the Rebirth series, though DC tried to censor this at the time. But everything changed for Harley in 2016, when she finally became a pop culture icon and one of DC's most recognizable characters outside of the Justice League.
Something tells me a whole lot of people are about to die.
Margot Robbie was cast to play her in the first Suicide Squad movie, and though the movie was a disaster and is widely regarded as one of the worst superhero movies of all time, people still loved Robbie as Quinn.
You want to tell me what the hell's going on then? 'Cause I smell a rat.
Robbie has gone on to reprise the role in 2020's Birds of Prey and 2021's The Suicide Squad, both of which were stellar superhero flicks, even though not a lot of people went to see Birds of Prey.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
She also discussed how she read a lot of Harley's comic books and is a true fan of the character. She even served as a producer for Birds of Prey.
A kiss on the hand, maybe quite continental. Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
It's also been rumored for years that Robbie wants to make a Gotham City Sirens movie, though the project is yet to get off the ground, if it really exists. Between these acclaimed comic books and popular movies, there's one last piece of the modern Harley Quinn puzzle: the Harley Quinn animated series.
You showed me the Harls I always wanted to see, you know?
Well, you don't think I'm chaotic and crazy and make a bunch of messes?
No, you definitely do that.
Aimed at adults, the series premiered on HBO Max, now just Max, in 2019 and has become riotously popular. Featuring Kaylee Cuoco and Lake Bell as the voices of Harley and Poison Ivy respectively, the show took the Harl-Ivy relationship and made it official for an even wider audience, though they'd still featured prominently in comic books for years at this point, in the continuities of Bombshells and Injustice, for instance.
What are you doing here?
Ooh, is that our official celeb couple name?
I would have just gone with Ivy.
I hadn't said it out loud before.
The show follows Harley post-breakup with the Joker once again, as she moves in with Ivy, and Ivy starts a doomed relationship with Z-list villain Kite Man, who was also so popular that he got his own show.
Don't you want to marry me?
Of course I do, but you don't.
The season 2 finale had Ivy leave Kite Man at the altar so that she and Harley could be together. And in recent episodes, the Gotham City Sirens have teamed up yet again.
I love you, Ive!
I love you too, Harls.
Harley had another fresh animated interpretation in Batman Caped Crusader as well, as the psychiatrist to Gotham's elite with a Harlequin-themed alias to punish those she can't treat.
How many criminals do you have to catch before you feel better, Batman? 10? 20?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
2024 will change the character once more, however, with the release of Joker Folie à Deux.
2 years ago, the name Arthur Fleck hit Gotham like a hurricane.
The sequel to 2019's standalone Joker movie, Folie à Deux, sees Lady Gaga take on the mantle of Harley Quinn, who goes by Lee for short instead of Harley, and is also Arkham's music therapist rather than a psychiatrist.
For once in my life, I didn't feel so alone anymore.
With Robbie's Harley arguably standing as an extremely comics-accurate interpretation, it's nice to see fresh and different takes on the character reaching live action. It's also a testament to just how influential Harley is, being constantly reinvented in interesting ways, just like all the greatest comic book characters are.
Let's give the people what they want.
Harley's gone from the Joker's mistreated girlfriend to a formidable villain and hero in her own right, and it's no wonder why she remains one of DC's most beloved characters of all time. And that was the evolution of Harley Quinn. Let us know in the comments which Harley Quinn portrayal is your favorite.
Nincompoop!
You didn't say which gun.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.